After they prime, they come back to the shoulder, indicating that they're primed. Company, if you want to hold your ears, it's only a percussion cap, but just as a heads up. Company, ready. Yeah, come on. Aim. Fire. Recover, arm. Shoulder, arm. Load. Now they're going to go through those 9 steps individually to load their weapons.
Pay attention to what you're doing. Rear rank, stay close to the front rank. Get all the powder in there. Remember, your ramrods are going over your left shoulder, not over your right shoulder.
Once they're loaded, they will come back to the shoulder again, indicating that they're loaded and primed. If the enemy was coming at us from that open field and we wanted to give maximum firepower, again, you have to imagine, we're one company of 16 men. The regiment here would be 10 times that. So we would build probably from that wall, down towards that tree in 2 ranks. A regiment did not fight in battle by itself. It fought in the size of a brigade, which would be 3 to 5 regiments. So again, you have to expand onto that. But we would be in 2 ranks in our battle line. So to get maximum firepower, firing both ranks, the command would be, company, ready.
Keep your fingers off the trigger,
now you
boys.
can cover your ears. Aim. Fire. Load. Now that's this small group of one company. You have to imagine just the sun and the smoke. If we even had less of a breeze, that smoke would be lingering here, blinding us on what the enemy is doing after we fired on them.
Now you did.
Now what? Yes. They did. That was maximum firepower, both ranks firing. Rear rank firing through the front rank. And the enemy has to load the same time as we do, 9 steps. They know that once we fired, they could charge us if they were close enough with their bayonets and maybe push us off this slight rise. So to do that, to keep some of us loaded, again, maybe a regiment on each side of us or a company on each side of us may be protecting us while we're going through those 9 steps. What we could do on our own is fire by rank, keeping some weapons still loaded. So we'll demonstrate that. Company, ready. Firing by rank, rear rank, aim. Fire. Load. They charging us. They can't tell with all the smoke. Again, our number's times 10. They start charging us and we would have a slight surprise for them. Front rank, aim. Fire. Load. If they survive and they want to charge us, again, we've got companies on either side of us to take care of them while we're going through the loading process. Another way to keep steady firepower on them is firing by file. Each front and rear rank man is a file mate. We can fire from left to right, 2 men at a time, going down the line, keeping a steady firepower, somewhat like a Gatling gun or a modern machine gun, keeping firepower going down range. By the time the end of our company has fired, the last 2 file mates, hopefully the first 2 file mates have loaded and are firing again, keeping a steady load of steady lead going down range towards the enemy. So we'll try that. Company, ready. Firing by file from the right. Commence firing.
Fire.
Load.
Fire.
And so on down the line. And by the time the end, the first 2 file mates will have loaded and you would just continue this. Again, this could be going on individually by company commander or or by regiment, which is doing the same thing. You can have the regiment fire by file. That stone wall down to that tree. They're only going to go about halfway before they start firing again. They're going to go all the way down, and it's just going to be a continuous roll of lead going down range. Another way of firing on the enemy is by firing. No. Independent fire. There's another fire at will or independent fire. That's where the soldier again goes through the 9 steps that he's learned, firing and loading on his own until he hears cease fire. So what we'll do is we'll have the soldiers fire 2 rounds on their own and then load a 3rd time and come to the shoulder.
Okay, boys, 2 rounds, then load the 3rd time.
Did you see some going faster? They're the more well-trained, well-disciplined soldiers. The other ones
Rear
going
rank,
slower
make sure you let the
are
front
newer
rank know when
recruit
you're coming in.
or draftee.
Rear rank, make sure you let the front rank know when you're coming through.
Company, ready. Fire at will. Commence firing.
It went off. It went off. It just didn't have a lot of powder.
Again, as fast as they can go through those 9 steps, they will fire again on their
Boy,
own.
Joe, let's go. Attaboy, Mike. Keep it hot. Fire 2 rounds and then come to the shoulder.
Loaded.
Two and come to the shoulder loaded. 2 rounds fired.
Again, if the enemy is coming at them and they're charging across the field, possibly loading and firing on their advance, the soldiers will be going a lot faster when they see that threat coming closer. Another way of firing, if the enemy is coming down at us from the hill and they're getting support on their flank, rather than wheel, which is a maneuver that takes the time to line up and make sure the front and rear rank are lined up ready to fire again, we could just maneuver the rifle a little bit left or a little bit right. That's firing by the oblique. What we'll demonstrate with you there, we'll do a right oblique.
Remember, rear rank, which foot moves up, the left. You're doing a right oblique,
Company.
left foot moves up.
Ready. Firing by the right oblique. Aim.
Left foot moves over, left foot moves up.
Fire! Load! This way, we didn't have to maneuver anybody, and we took care of the extra threat. Again, the whole regiment could fire in that slight angle, or go back to firing at the enemy if they're still coming at us. As a final parting shot, the enemy has kind of been halted. We're not sure if they're going to advance or they're going to turn tail and run. We're going to give them a parting shot.
Sure, double keys on later on. That'll be fine.
Company, ready. Aim.